Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss some important terms related to the chapter Reproductive Health of Class 12. Let's start. First, you can see ART. Its full form is Assisted Reproductive Technologies. Next, IVF, In Vitro Fertilization. Next, ET, Embryo Transfer. Next, ZIFT or ZIFT, Zygote Intrafallopian Transfer. IUT, intrauterine transfer, GIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer, ICSI, intracytoplasmic sperm injection, AT, artificial insemination, IUI, intrauterine insemination. All these are very important for your NEET examination. You have to remember the abbreviation form and its elaborated form. Okay, now let me show you this one from your NCERT book, and let me tell you the meaning of all this term. Clear? So again revise: ART, assisted reproductive technologies, IVF, in vitro fertilization, ET, embryo transfer, ZIFT, zygote intrafallopian transfer, IUT, intrauterine transfer, GIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer, ICSI, intracytoplasmic sperm injection, AT, artificial insemination, and IUI, intrauterine insemination. Now let's see from the NCERT book. So this is your NCERT book of class 12. Page number is 64. Chapter is reproductive health. You can see ART, in vitro fertilization, embryo transfer. All these terms are written here, and you have to remember the meaning of all these transfers. So let me tell you one by one. So what is the meaning of ART? You know the meaning, but when it has been done or when it is needed, the couple could be assisted to have children through certain special techniques commonly known as ART. That means the couples which cannot conceive naturally, they can adapt all these processes. Now first one is IVF, in vitro fertilization. That means fertilization outside the body in almost similar condition as that in body. In vitro means outside the body. Next, embryo transfer or ET. This technique is commonly called as test tube baby or test tube baby program. So in this case, ova from the wife or donor and sperms from the husband or donor are collected and induced to form zygote under simulated condition in the laboratory. So in this condition, they can be done in the laboratory after collecting sperm and ova from the wife or husband or from the donor. Next, ZIFT. So the zygote or early embryos up to 8 blastomeres. This one is very important. So up to 8 blastomeres this can be done, and transfer will be in the fallopian tube. You have to remember these 2 points. That means up to 8 blastomeres and transfer will be done in the fallopian tube. And from the name you can get fallopian transfer. So obviously transfer can be inside the fallopian tube, right? Next, IUT, intrauterine transfer. So where it can be transferred, from the name you can say that in the uterus. So embryo with more than 8 blastomere. So previously in the ZIFT it was up to 8 blastomere, but if it is more than 8 blastomere, then doctor will prefer that IUT. Next one is GIFT, GIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer. So in this case, transfer of an ovum collected from a donor into the fallopian tube. So again fallopian tube, from the name you can get, okay, of another female who cannot produce. That means in this case, ovum will be collected from the donor of whom, if a female is not able to produce ova, but that female can provide suitable environment for fertilization and further development. A female, if that particular female cannot produce ova, but she can provide suitable environment for fertilization and further development, so gamete from another female will be collected and transferred into the fallopian tube of another woman who is not able to produce that ova. Clear? Next one is intracytoplasmic sperm injection. So in this one, from it can be done that it is a specialized procedure to form an embryo in the laboratory in which a sperm is directly injected into the ovum. So from the name you can understand that sperm injection. Next one is AI technique. So infertility cases, either due to inability of the male partner to inseminate the female or due to very low sperm counts in the ejaculates, could be corrected by this technique, is called as AI technique. Okay, so in this technique, this technique is called as AI technique, and in this technique the semen collected either from the husband or a healthy donor is artificially introduced either into the vagina or into the uterus, and this is called as IUI or intrauterine insemination of the female. Clear? So this is very important topic for your NEET examination.